This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Marianne Cucci. Let's get right into your top local stories. Thousands of people took to the streets of downtown San Diego for this year's, look at that, how great that is, this year's Veterans Day Parade. The parade featured dozens of floats that made their way all along the Embarcadero. Our NBC7 team has been giving you full live coverage of the event since it kicked off this morning. San Diego County boasts one of the largest veteran populations in the entire country, with more than 200,000 former as well as retired military members working and living here. The parade began in 1987, continues to be the largest parade on the West Coast that salutes military veterans. This year, the parade also commemorated the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. So today, we give our thanks to all of the veterans who have served our country. You can find our streamed newscast of the parade on NBC7.com. Thousands of union nurses working for Sharp Hospital are one step closer now to potentially going on strike. But two bargaining sessions are planned for this week. The union voted to authorize a strike last week. It's proposing an incremental pay increase every year over 4 years, as well as giving nurses more sick pay and a new structure for that time, along with new retirement benefits. Union said the goal is to make the nurses' pay more competitive in the market, like Scripps and Kaiser.
The only way that we have to fight for our communities and our patients is to fight for ourselves in this way. To anyone I know, a 1% raise is not only insulting, it's not viable.
In a statement, Sharp said in part that it, quote, put forward a strong proposal for nurses who currently make more than $77 an hour on average, plus benefits. The proposal includes significant increases to this pay, plus enhancements to extended sick insurance and retirement benefits, unquote. The union would have to give a 10-day notice before nurses go on strike. The bargaining sessions are expected to take place tomorrow and on Thursday. A woman who led police on a chase in that vehicle there through 4 counties, including San Diego, ended up getting away. It started in Ventura County yesterday morning. That's where the CHP tried to stop that gray Toyota minivan that had been stolen. The woman who was driving took off, driving to LA, straight through to Orange County, and eventually making her way down here. She was seen weaving through traffic on the 5 freeway, then the 805, and then San Ysidro. The minivan made its way through the checkpoints and then into Mexico. The entire pursuit lasted 3 hours, which actually is pretty good time from Ventura. It's not clear if she was taken into custody in Mexico. And as lawmakers in Washington make some headway on potentially ending the government shutdown, what's playing out right now on Capitol Hill is having a ripple effect here in San Diego, including the airport. Today alone, at least 29 flights have been delayed and 36 have been canceled. People are also waiting longer to get through security because there are fewer TSA agents working because they're simply not getting a paycheck. Experts are warning staffing was already an issue before the shutdown happened. So even if a deal to reopen the government is reached, things won't simply change overnight. The other concern for travelers is the busy holiday travel period that's fast approaching.
Operations can't just go back to absolute normal the next day after a deal has been done. If you are thinking about traveling over Thanksgiving and you haven't booked any tickets yet, you are going to experience higher prices.
Well, if you do have a flight booked already, the best advice we can pass along from experts is to get to the airport early, 2 hours for domestic, and to download your airline's app for updates. Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, we'll see more clouds than yesterday, but it's not going to be as hot as yesterday, although it will be a little warmer than normal for this time of the year. Mid-80s inland, mid-70s at the coast, mountains upper 70s, deserts near 90, but we keep cooling down for the rest of the week. This is the inland valleys next 4 days, mostly cloudy tomorrow, mid-70s. Mid-70s Thursday with a late rain chance. That'll be the case Friday, too, with a slight chance for a thunderstorm, but we're dropping into the 60s and lingering rain chances for the weekend. Your 10 days coming up.
In the East Village are trying to figure out how a man fell from the 6th floor balcony of his apartment. Neighbors say they're convinced it was anything but an accident.
You count on deeper investigations.
My mom was sitting next to him trying to get help, and they weren't picking up.
You count on getting a response. You count on a committed team looking out for you.
How are you feeling when you're talking to the guy who may have taken your sister's money?
In 2 languages.
¿Cuál es su opinión sobre estos casos, maestra?
You count on results.
I so appreciate you guys for helping me out.
And getting answers.
How concerned are you?
Extremely.
This is NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 investigates and responds. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Marianne Cucci. Welcome back. Was he pushed or did he fall? San Diego police are investigating a suspicious death in the East Village after a man was found out on the street on Sunday afternoon with severe injuries. San Diego police are saying it seemed like he fell from the balcony at the Idea One Apartments. NBC7 spoke with a few witnesses nearby, one who also lives in the apartment complex as well. She says she heard an argument as police questioned the man who was in the apartment at the time.
And they were screaming at the guy that was inside armed with the dog and telling him to come out, release the gun. They knew he was armed.
A couple of times I did hear him say the words die, die, die while they were trying to resuscitate the individual.
The confrontation was all caught on surveillance footage nearby. For now, homicide detectives are calling this a suspicious death. Police have not identified the victim in the case, nor have they made any arrests. Anybody with information is asked to contact San Diego police. For some, an appointment inside San Diego's immigration court ends with tears and heartbreak. NBC7 investigates spent weeks inside observing more than 400 hearings to find out how the Trump administration policies are impacting those who want to make a life for themselves here in the U.S. Officials in the Trump administration say the tougher approach is a response to 4 years of failed Biden immigration policies. Our team talked to attorneys and advocates and even former immigration judges who describe a process that feels less like justice and more like intimidation.
They're terrified. They see it. It's even if they know that they're not going to be detained upon leaving, it is traumatic to see. These are masked agents. You know, they're wearing bulletproof vests. Now they're starting to carry guns.
And you can watch the entire special, Notice to Appear, inside San Diego's immigration court. All you have to do is visit NBC7.com. Got a reminder for you this afternoon on this Veterans Day that some San Diego County offices are closed. That includes family resource centers, libraries, public health clinics, and animal shelters. However, parks and campgrounds and neighborhood day use parks are expected to be open. Here's some other locations that are closed today: community centers in Fallbrook, Lakeside, Spring Valley, and Valley Center. The Spring Valley Gymnasium, the Forest Ranch Recreation Office, the Adams Park Pool, and community teen centers. NBC7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your first alert forecast right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
You look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. Today we're going to see passing clouds, and it won't be as hot as yesterday. Mid-80s, inland mid-70s at the coast, mountains mid to upper 70s, near 90 in the deserts. And then we head into tomorrow, we're going to be even cooler. Still looking at the clouds, but still dry. Rain chance increases late Thursday, continues Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday looks like we could certainly have some lingering rain chances. Temperatures will cool down into the mid-60s for the coast and inland valleys starting Friday and over the weekend.
The Mega Millions jackpot now stands at $900 million. Nobody matched Friday night's numbers, so the jackpot rolls over to tonight's drawing. The cash option for the $900 million jackpot is $415 million. It's now the 8th largest jackpot. The last time somebody won the Mega Millions was in June, when a lucky player in Virginia won more than $300 million. The drawing tonight at 8. More coverage you count on NBC7.com.